No one can hear you.
Maybe try logging out and coming back on, girl. Or maybe you need to update your Zoom.
Mine just made me do that, so I don't know.
Update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are recording.
Oh, we are.
That's good.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Bye.
Did Bales log out? Is she gone? She gone. All right. Well, maybe we'll just start without her. Keen's on here, right? I don't see her. There she is. There she is.
I'm on.
Okay, so
Bailey was gonna share the PowerPoint.
Oh.
Unless you can do it.
Did you email me the updated one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, let's see. My PowerPoint skills are on point.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
Oh, is she? Okay. I have the email. Just you sent it at like 5, right?
I have it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yay! Yeah.
Guys, and I was playing the best new Miley Cyrus song for you all, and I was literally jamming out with my video off, and it was obviously just a one-person party. Oh, well. Oh, okay, then that is what it is. All right, you guys ready to get this party started? Sorry that I dropped the ball with the music. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. There is a call tomorrow too, just so y'all aware.
What's tomorrow's call?
It is how to talk to hairstylists, how to recruit hairstylists, and there's a top 10 questions like hair concerns, and we're going to be doing it with Allie, Paul, and Vanessa Estefez's team as well. So it's a combo training, okay? 2 for 1. Okay, let's get this party started. So today, guys, we're going to learn a little bit about the history of direct sales, because I think it's really important. Sarah's she made this awesome PowerPoint, and she's already been brushing up on this stuff for a while. So we thought, you know what, let's share the knowledge, because when you first start, a lot of these things you don't know until you keep going. A lot of them I didn't know until this year, 3 years in, okay? So it is just, it's going to be really beneficial, especially if you're newer, because you're just going to feel that much more confident in this business, and you're going to have some fundamental information that you're going to be able to help grow and help reassure yourself. So let's do a share screen. Are you recording, you and Teresa?
Yeah, it's recording.
Are you recording, T?
I'm not recording. It says
I didn't
recording.
record. I don't know who hit record, but it's recording.
Oh, I said that you girls could record.
I didn't hit anything.
Oh, I guess it is mine. That's so weird. I didn't hit record, but when you
maybe because I just put you're allowed to. Oh well, it's going to be recorded.
We're doing it. Okay. Bye.
Okay, tomorrow's meeting is going to be different. I will post the link, and it's always under the announcements. So just do it the morning or the day before, depending on, if they're back to back or not. But don't worry. Oh, you got to share the screen. Sorry, you got to make me the host now, Kale, because I made you the host.
How do I do that? I don't know these skills.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Up at the top where there's those 3 little buttons.
What 3 buttons?
Like in my square of a person right here.
Okay, yeah.
But let me share the screen or make me host.
Look at me learning new skills. Boom, got it?
Okay, maybe I can do this now. Perfect. Guys, we're here. We're winning. It's fine. I'm homeschooling. My brain is fried. All right, Sarah, take it away, and you just tell me when to swipe on.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Keen. I'm a holistic nutritionist under Kaylee. I joined Monate in July, and it took me 8 months to join. And because of that, this is kind of how this presentation came about. So I did what I think probably a lot of us did. We Googled what is Monat, right? And the first things you see, unfortunately, are the negative. So you see scam and you see lawsuits, and I saw those things and believed them. And I was like, what is Kaylee doing? And some people will see that and they'll never look deeper. I did, because I kept following Kaylee. I kept seeing her success and I wanted to know more. So I heard it was vegan. I heard it was naturally based. And that got me, because I've always been looking for that. And so I looked more into the company and more into the legitimacy. But if we can kind of guide new people to look for the positive things first, it won't be as difficult to get them to see it as if they see, you know, like the bad stuff first. So it took me 8 months, but here we are. Okay, so you can go to the next slide. All right, so a lot of people Google, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who has had people try samples and been like, oh my God, I love it, I'm ready to order. And then I'll prepare a cart. And then the next day they say, oh, you know what, I did some research and I'm not gonna order. So we wanna point them in the right direction, help them focus their search. So if we get them to search things like what we're gonna talk about, the Direct Sellers Association and our scientific advisory board, those kinds of things, then they're gonna be able to see all of the good things about Monat and make a better decision. All right, you can go next. Sorry, guys. Okay, so first of all, we are not a pyramid scheme. We all know this because we're in this business, but you can say in the chat, like, who thought that at first? How long did it take you before you realized like this was legit and decided to jump in? Yeah, months. Because we're kind of taught 9 to 5 is what is available, and anything else that sounds too good to be true is too good to be true. But obviously we know it's not too good. So the way to tell what a pyramid scheme is, it's a large investment up front. You're usually not getting anything for that. Distributors, if there is a product, aren't actually using the product. They're not selling the product. It is all about getting people to invest that large amount of money. And basically you're making your money from their investment. It goes like straight from them to you. And that is the pyramid scheme. So obviously we know we love the products. That's why we do this. We sell the products. Our customers love it. Yes, we can grow a team, but our efforts is by helping, like our efforts for growing a team is by helping them learn and grow their team and be successful. It's not just like you give me money and I just sit here, right? So yeah, the pyramid scheme we know are illegal. It's only the people on top making money, and the governments pay attention to this and they shut them down pretty fast. The longest one that I found, it took them like 3 years to shut it down, but we've been around in Canada for 5 years. So we're good. People can, you know, if they respond or send you a message saying, hey, you joined a pyramid scheme, just be like, actually, no, this is why. You can say like, thank you for your concern, because usually they're well-intentioned people, like friends or family, who are just worried. And you have to remember, like, they've been taught the same things that we were, like MLM is a scam, and it's not. Next. Okay, so what makes us legit? We are providing people with actual products that they need and want and love at a reasonable price. Obviously, we're high end, so our prices are a little more expensive than a drugstore, but we also are highly concentrated. We last a long time, and it's well worth the investment. I was telling my husband the other day, like, I bought the big product pack and I gave away, like I did giveaways. So I gave away a lot of my products, but the stuff that I use, I've only had to replace my shampoo. I haven't replaced my conditioner. I haven't had to replace any skincare, and this is month 7. So I don't know how many people can say that about their products that they're using, but it's legit. So our financial benefit is based on the work that we're putting in. And the way that you're making money with your team, like I said, is by helping them be successful. There's no like you're on your own and I'm just going to take your money. We're all working our business every month. We have a low startup. You're not investing that big chunk. And if you are, you're getting a lot more for it than you're putting in. Like I got the 980 pack, but that got me $2,500 worth of product, right? So for me, that was so worth it. And people can pick the 250 if that's what they want to do, but it's totally up to their budget and their goals. So network marketing is basically like running your own business. You have the same tax benefits as running a small business. And yeah, we get T4s. We get to write off our product packs. So make sure people know that. Like the government knows we're around. It's not like we're like being sneaky. You know what I mean? Okay, next. Okay, so this is the big difference between traditional retail and network marketing. Traditional retail, there is a lot of places that this product has to go, and you have to pay a lot for the transportation, for the storage, for the shelf space. You have to purchase shelf space. Like if you want to be on a salon shelf or like a Walmart shelf, you are paying for that. So with Monat, we own our distribution, our warehouse. You don't have all of that. It literally is made and it is sold through us to the customer. That is why they have this money to pour back into the market partners. They are saving a ton. I'm in entrepreneurship at Durham College right now, and I took a supply chain course, and it is crazy the amount of money that this all takes. Like you would not think. Anyways, it's, yeah. Okay, next. The next thing is advertising. By having market partners, we are talking about the products we love. They don't have to pay Sofia Vergara $4 million to say she uses a product that I don't think she does. You can decide if she does on your own, but her hair is amazing and I've used Head & Shoulders. It did not do that for me. So L'Oreal spent $14 billion last year just on their advertising. That's insane. Monat doesn't have to spend anything on advertising. Again, this is how we have our incentives. We have our trips, our cards, our cash bonuses. That's why they are saving a ton of money by doing the direct sales model. Okay. So we've kind of already talked about why direct sales, but what is direct sales? It is the sale of product outside a store setting, usually by independent contractors. And it's great because honestly, you don't need any extras. You don't need a degree. You don't need to like go to school for 4 years to do this. Anyone can do this. You can do it from your home. It offers a lot of freedom, and you can do it on the side of another business, or you can do it as a stay-at-home mom, whatever. Like it fits into every person's life. And it basically works like a mini franchise, but without that huge investment. Sorry. It's a low risk opportunity, and you make more money than if you were realistically like starting your own business from scratch, because that has a lot of startup overhead. Even though a website is going to cost you way more than our $65 a year to keep our websites going, right? So there's a lot of benefits. Yeah, $3,000 to $5,000, exactly. All right, so direct selling in Canada is actually one of the fastest growing industries in Canada, which is exciting. $3.5 billion a year from all of the network marketing companies. There's 1.2 million independent contractors and 14 million customers. So some people say like the only customers are the people selling. Obviously, that's not true. There are 13 million extra customers than distributors. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of opportunity in it. And if we can help people see that, like, I know a lot of people must have felt like I did. I worked so many different jobs. I went to school so many times, paid a lot of money for that. And I still wanted something different. I wanted something more. I wanted to be home with my kids, but I still wanted to be earning and like having something to focus on other than being a mom. obviously I love my kids, but you know, you need something else on the side sometimes. So this is an amazing thing to offer those people who are looking for something different, and maybe they want more freedom and to retire early. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 65. My dad is 67 and he still can't retire. He's been wanting to forever, but financially they just never really saved, and here we are. So I don't want that. That's one of my whys. And that brings me into the next slide, which is the DSA. So the Direct Sellers Association is global. This is the Canadian version. Monat is a member in Canada and in the UK. I didn't really look at the other countries, but because my sister's in the UK, she's a market partner, and obviously we're in Canada. Those are the two places I focused on, but we're a member, and a lot of companies aren't. You can go on and you can look at all of the members. I don't want you to like bash other companies when you're talking about this, but just so you know, and I mean, just because they're not a member doesn't mean they're a scam, but being a member says a lot, because they have to every year be reevaluated for integrity and ethical behavior and all of these things. Like, it's very strict. So some of the companies that are not are Beachbody, Isagenix, Norwex, doTERRA. And then some of the companies who are members are the ones that I know my friends have been like, oh, so like Avon, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, Scentsy, they are members. And they're kind of the trusted people. And we are a member as well. So we're along with that. Make sure people know that. It is a huge trust factor to be a Direct Sellers member. So they are the recognized voice of the Canadian network marketing industry. They focus on maintaining the highest levels of integrity and trust in all business interactions. All member companies have to adhere to that strict code of ethics and business practices, and that is reevaluated every year, like I said. Next slide. This is right from their website. So entrepreneurship is something we all want to do, or a lot of people want to do. You want to be your own boss, but maybe you don't want to start from scratch and you don't really know where to start. This is an amazing opportunity for you, because you get great products into customers' hands. You got to work it the way you want it, but it's a low startup, and you don't need to put in any of those like overhead costs. You don't have to purchase the franchise. And then you also develop skills like networking, marketing, finance, and relationship management. All right, next. So we know a lot of the perks, and obviously Monat comes with its extras as well, which we'll get into. But working part-time, but still getting paid like a decent wage is amazing. Your flexibility to set your hours. You can work around your kids. Maybe you have elderly parents you need to help out. Maybe you have another job that you love, but you want that extra money, all of those things. And obviously you saw we are part of contributing to the economy and supporting Canadians. So according to the DSA website, there are certain things to look for when choosing a member company. And again, I know we're all already in Monat, but we can talk about the trips and the cars and all of these things, but people who don't know anything yet are going to want to know why we're different. So we don't have those auto ships. This is a huge difference from so many companies. Even other member companies often require their distributors to purchase inventory every month, or else you're kicked out, which is crazy. Like, that makes it really difficult to make money, because if you're just starting out, all of your commissions are going to be going back into buying more product that you maybe don't even need. Sometimes you have to guess what you think people are going to want and buy the inventory, and then you get stuck with that and they don't take it back. So we don't have that. That is a huge selling point, excuse me, for people looking for a network marketing opportunity. And obviously our products are next level. And the other thing that they said to look for was the training. So some companies, you join them and they say like, here you go, and that's it. Monat has amazing training. We have Market Partner Academy. They obviously do things like the Super Saturday calls. And then Shampoo Society we have our extra units. Like there is no shortage of training with this. You're never left to feel like you don't know what to do, because your upline is a message away, and there's usually a call like the next day or a couple of days away where you can ask your questions or get motivated or know what to do. So that is also something to let people know. Like training is huge and it's free. It's included. Like I said, I'm doing entrepreneurship and I feel like I'm learning more doing Monat than I am in that program, like sitting reading from a textbook. So, and I'm paying a lot of money to go to school. This was not. Okay, and then we know about our comp plan, but some other companies, instead of offering like cash bonuses, they offer you free product. I'm like, that's nice, but I already get a discount on my product and I'm doing this for money. So a cash bonus is way better. Yeah, products don't pay the bills. That's not really the reason you joined usually. I mean, maybe you just joined for the products, some companies, but I can't really see that being enough, at least not to actually be trying to work the business. So we get cash bonuses. These are all things that you can let people know. And I personally, like, a lot of people said with these companies, you can only earn the cars and the trips at the very top. Well, I earned Vegas already. I earned it my first 5 months, and I earned 2 or 3 of those months as a market partner. I hadn't even ranked up yet. So no, that's not true. Make sure people know that. It is not true that it's only the top in Monat. Maybe other companies it is. Even the caddy is halfway up the ranks. And then obviously our products are very high quality. We all use them. So you have to make sure that we talk about the business, we talk about why we're legit, but we also talk about how amazing our products are so people can see us using them and want to use them as well. All right, so our scientific advisory board, I don't know how many of you have looked them up before. There is a little video here, but I don't think we'll watch it. You can YouTube it, it's like 3 minutes. But that's Jamie S. Ross, and he is our formulator. So he has a team of people, but he is like the one who decides if a product is ready to be sold, if it's like up to standards, all of that. And he's been in the industry for many years. He is super passionate about what he does. You can see it when he talks about it. And all of these people have very credible backgrounds. None of them are going to risk their name and their career by joining with a company whose products they don't believe in and where they don't think they are going to be successful and make a difference. So I wanted to highlight one of the scientific advisory board members on the next slide, Dr. Antonella Tosti. She is a dermatologist, world recognized expert in hair disorders. So her career blows my mind. And I didn't even look into this until I was already part of the company, but I feel like if I had known about her and everything she's done, I would have never thought that Monat can make your hair fall out, because she literally, that is what she studies. She has studied what causes that and how to fix it, how to treat it. So why on earth would she ever join a company who made that happen? Like, anyways, so she is a professor in Miami. She's written 4 different textbooks on hair disorders. She's in over 700 scientific publications, founding member of all of these different, like she's on so many boards. She's very impressive. All of these biographies are on the Monat website under the scientific advisory boards. So if you are ever talking about these people on your stories, then that's a kind of one way you can guide them. Say like, Google Monat scientific advisory board members, and they can look at what their histories are, what they're involved in, and they can see for themselves that it's legit. All right. So I used to work at a drugstore and I would have my regular customers come in. Some of them spent more than this every single week on lottery tickets. But if you're spending $5 a week on lottery tickets, that's $260 a year. So that's going to add up. And most people spend way more than that. What if people invested that into a product pack and just tried it for 1 year? Do you think they'd get more back than their lottery tickets get them? I sure think so. So Monat has 389,000 distributors, and 41 of them have earned more than $1 million, which is a 0.011% chance of winning compared to like the 1 in 14 million people who win the lottery. And obviously that is like millionaire people, but a lot, I don't know what the numbers are. It would be great to see how many people earn like a 6-figure salary on this, or like more match or earn more than they would in their other jobs. It's way more than that, right? So not everyone's going to become a millionaire, but you can really improve your life with this. Yeah, I think that's it for that. And then I just really liked this quote, because I think a lot of us see the opportunity and we join this business, but if we don't see the results right away, then we just say like, oh, well, it wasn't for me. Oh, maybe it was a scam. You know, we kind of find that little out, and don't do that. Like, if you post every day, people are watching you. I watched Kaylee for 8 months without saying a word about Monat. I talked to her about other things, but I never mentioned it. And here I am. And I'm going for it. Like, I'm going for it. I went seriously from being one of the most skeptical people, thinking this was a complete BS scam, thinking Kaylee was like batshit crazy for being a nutritionist, attaching her name to this, to now thinking that every single person should be jumping into this opportunity. And it took me 8 months. It doesn't have to take that long if you are directing people into the right information. And just stick with it, because you don't know who's watching you, and you don't know the next person who's going to join you, what they're going to do for your business, how they're going to teach you, and everything you can do to help them. So we have a huge opportunity to help so many people find more, find purpose, and feel good about themselves when they haven't ever found that in anything else they've tried. And that's it.
Yay! Sarah, you nailed it. One thing I wanted to add, just to kind of give you guys a little analogy, is, and I think somebody shared something like this the other day, so I think that's why it's popping in my head, but like, if someone says to you, well, you know, my cousin's sister's friend did direct sales and she didn't make any money. And it's like, that's like saying to someone, well, my cousin's sister's friend went to college and then dropped out, so you should never go to college. Like, they're projecting their story onto you. And the other thing I wanted to add is, when somebody comes at you, and this is what I kind of used to do in the beginning, they'd say, you're doing a pyramid scheme. This is your products make your hair fall out. Don't get defensive. Instead, take the approach like Sarah and send them the education. Say, I appreciate your concerns and that you're thinking of me. I'd love for you to check out these links so you can learn a little bit more and form your own opinion. But when we get defensive, that's when people are like, why are you so defensive? So just having those facts, like when Sarah started sharing this stuff, I was like, Bailey, we need to do a call, because this is going to make everybody so freaking confident in their business, because you're going to get haters. It's going to happen. But when you have this information, that stuff just flies off your back, because you know what's important. That's it, Bailey. I was done with my rant there. You jumping in now?
This is so good. I'm learning so much. Like, guys, how amazing was that? Like, I hope that made everyone, yeah, Sarah, you crushed it. My PowerPoint skills fucking suck. For real, I'm going to you from now on. But honestly, guys, like, Monat is a breed of its own, okay? And I'm going to give you a little background. If you are new here to the company, it is a family-owned company. They immigrated, I believe, to Florida. I know they live in Miami, from Venezuela, okay? It is a son and father duo. The sister runs our gratitude program, and Stuart McMillan is our vice president, right? Yeah. And he's from Canada, so that's pretty bomb. Okay. Now,
Stuart McMillan was actually the president of Arbonne before.
yes, he was. Boom. Thank you, T. So when you really start to know this company and do research, not research into them, but, you know, go follow them on Instagram. Go see about a gratitude program. Learning about this company and then what you've learned today is just going to give you so much more confidence too, and with who you've partnered up with. They make everything in the United States. And we all have our own manufacturing company here out of Mississauga. I have to close the chat because it distracts the shit out of me. My brain cannot handle it. And on top of that, guys, they put 50 cents on every dollar back into our pockets. So whether that is the Cadillac, whether that is trips, if you didn't see, our trip got postponed from Dominican Republic, which is our passport. That qualification will be coming up in March or April. So if you're new, you'll be able to take advantage of that. Right after Smart Start, it's a little perfect timing. But it got pushed, and then guess what? Because of COVID, they're actually giving all of us anywhere from, I think it's 1,200 to 2,000 USD payout that would be paid on our bonuses in February if you had earned those trips. So they realized, you know what, we're not going to be able to do that, but you know what, we're still going to give them a cash money bonus to make up for it. And they kind of did the same thing when we had Vegas. A little bit different, but anyways, they're always there and looking at our best interests at heart. And I think that is what makes us different and why our community is a little bit different, because we're already rooted in gratitude and linking arms with one another. Every time we have, for instance, when we went to Grand Cayman and when we went to Cancun, even our welcoming gifts there were from like a local or artisans, and we had coffee that was right in the community. So they are always into giving back. We always host, I believe it's a 5K walk or run, and every market partner donates. And at the end, we give it to either like a big brother or sister organization. We give it back into the community. And that's something that like they are very, very big with. And we even have gratitude. Sometimes we have the shine spray. They'll release a gratitude and then a gratitude pack that you can buy. It's usually $30. You can buy, and all those proceeds go into a community that they've picked. So sometimes it's like war veterans or big brother, big sister. So I think that is also speaks volume. And I think it's awesome to share that with other people, right? A lot of people like to join for the community and to give back to others. So these are just little things that you can learn along the way. All the information is there to you, but I really agree with Sarah. If I had known a little bit more information just about the fundamentals and the basics with direct sales and with Monat and the family and their core values, I would have had so much more, like, you know, I wouldn't have shied away so much in the beginning, because I did for a whole year. I was nervous. I'd come out of my shell, then I was nervous. Okay. I've been there too. But I feel like if I was with that knowledge, I'd be able to stand a little bit more taller and be able to even be more confident and feel more confident in my choice. Right? We all have that, no matter if whatever career we're in. Is this the right move? Is it not? Should I do this? Should I say this? So anything that can give you a little bit more validity to how you're feeling, I think is a powerful, powerful tool that you can say, well, actually, and just like Sarah said, inform other people. So I hope everyone took some really good stuff away. Even I did. I didn't know that you weren't able to pick with being with the DSA or not. So I think that's awesome, right? That's just like being bunny sealed approval. Like, you can be cruelty free, but unless you get that seal of approval, it means dicko. Okay.
Oh, Bailey, one fun fact I just wanted to add. I don't have the exact thing, like I'm just remembering it, but I read this last week, and it was something along the lines of that 80% of all millionaires in Canada, all female, I should say, women millionaires in Canada, become millionaires through network marketing. So 80% of all the women that are millionaires in Canada is through network marketing. That blew my mind.
And you know what, just to make this kind of clear too, like Sarah was saying about being a 6-figure earner with Monat, like I can think of a few 6-figure earners just in this call with Monat. So if you even just made, if you were consistently making 6 figures over the next decade, you will be a $1 Million Club member with Monat. It means you have to earn $1 million commissions cumulative. Okay. So think about that. Think about that. If long-term vision, if you know, my first year, I didn't make that much. The second year was great. The third year was even better. So it's always going to gradually, it didn't go like this, right? It just gradual increase, and over the span, you know, of 5 to 10 years, you can definitely be $1 million club earner. Okay. Think about that. If you're loving your job and you're already bringing in a great income, and then let's say you can even double your income with Monat and match it with Monat. Monat, sometimes it changes, okay? It's whatever the daily special is. How incredible is that? How incredible is that? So don't lose sight of things that are really attainable and keep going for it, because I don't think, sometimes kind of like we were saying about the odds, but there's also greater odds of being someone who can just double your income, or, give yourself that raise through network marketing that's on the side. So I think that is phenomenal. Other than that, I think, give me the MDC jacket, baby. Britt. I love that. Anyone else want to add anything before we wrap it up? Sarah? No? Okay, cool. Well, thanks everyone. I know this was nice and short and sweet, but I feel like it was so helpful. And I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll post the link. It's Lindsay and myself. And I'll post the link under shampoo in the description, and I'll post it in the comments so you can just click it, okay? It will not be my link. Just letting you girls know that. Perfect. Okay. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. If I see one or not. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. I love you.